Previously on Surviving Sliptopia.
What is up, the world? It is your friendly neighborhood Slipgator here, and what is this, you might ask? Well, this is what Fortress looked like before there was anything. Before there was a thing at all, and we're here kind of to look back on the way things were and say thank you for the 1,000 subscribers that you guys are. Good Ki! What is up, the world? It is your friendly neighborhood Slipgator here, and I'm alive. I lived. I survived. I survived Hurricane Sandy, and I'll tell you guys all about it. But first, I think we should enchant. I don't know. I think we're gonna be done. Maybe a sword. Let's make a sword, because this sword we have, it's just... No, we already have a sword. We have a sword. I have protection. Oh, I need a breastplate. So let's do a breastplate. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Alright, so I survived Hurricane Sandy. Let's go ahead. No, we don't want to repair it. We want to enchant it. Protection 3! I am a little bit peeved, but at least I have protection. So I think that the suit of armor we've been working on is done. I think we're good to go there. But I'm gonna head out of here for right now and show you a couple of things that have been going on. Oh man, I wish I could have impact destroyed one of those squiddies. But yeah, I survived the hurricane. I called into where I work on Monday and asked what's going on, and they said, you know, business as usual. Come on in. I work in D.C. and I live outside of D.C. about 30 miles. And 30 miles in the DC area is like 100 miles anywhere else. It takes about an hour and a half, an hour to 2 hours to get the 30 miles into work. I've had it take as long as 2.5 hours. Depends on how many buses are on fire, cars are across the, you know, over the road. How many people need to be medevaced off the highway to hospitals. Commuting is a word that I've learned since moving here. I never knew what that was. I never knew what traffic was. But anyhoozle, and I was going into work, and on the way to work, I was listening to the news, and you would have thought that Sandy was a slow-moving thermonuclear warhead by the reports of what was going on the news. It was. They made it sound like it was pretty much the end of life for the next couple of days, and the mayor of Maryland, the governor of Maryland had declared a state of emergency. Had basically told everyone no one was to be on the roads. It was the end of the world almost, and so unless you wanted to die or be an active part of the end of the world, then go ahead and drive. But if you wanted to survive, then you better stay home. And I was a little confused by this, and my work was open, and they were saying that, and I went into work, and my job, I work at a place where I'm an essential personnel, so something where even in times of emergencies, especially in times of emergencies like that, I kind of have to be at work. But I work for Sirius XM radio, so it's not like I'm a firefighter or something like that where I have to be there. But it is like an essential position where I need to try to be there as much as possible, and. Yeah, so they actually, SiriusXM had rented rooms for us at a hotel nearby in D.C. for the essential personnel, so we could be there during the storm, and we wouldn't have to try to commute and drive and travel and all this and that. And I ended up staying overnight, and I gotta tell you, I grew up in Maine. I've seen, for you overseas peeps, Maine is the northeasternmost state in the United States, and it's very, very northernly. So there's a lot of snow and a lot of storms there. And I gotta say, this was for the unbelievable superstorm, Frankenstorm, Hurricane Sandy, most amazing thing ever. Pretty much missed us in DC. We had a little bit of flooding, we had some rain, we had some high winds, but really New York and New Jersey really got the brunt of it, and it's hard. Pardon me, it's hard for with a storm that size, and I think just in general, it's hard sometimes for the weather people to report on what's happening, and they can't underreport. So they can't ever say like, don't worry about it, because they're just not able to underreport. They have to at the very least break even or exceed the danger level to make sure that people are safe. The news would much rather overreport than underreport. I don't need a leather tunic. Yes, my texture pack's not quite in date yet. My buddy Stony Plays has updated his texture pack, which is part of my texture pack and part of mostly his texture pack now, and part of John Smith. And I haven't updated this one yet, but that's going to be something that I'm going to do. I brought some bones back with me. Yeah, I guess moral of the story is that... Oh, yeah, I need these too, big time. Moral of the story, end of the story, really is just that I don't need you. I don't need you. The new water noise is funny. I survived. I am alive. We'll keep that in there. And oh, I'm glad we got 2 projectile projection 4s. All right. Just take a mental note about what's going on here. But yeah, so I survived. We had some people. We have an office in New York, and New York really got hit hard. It was really the worst of it was in New York and in New Jersey. I guess there were some parts in New Jersey that had it really bad, and it was really bad for those guys. I mean, it was a place where people have died because of the storm, and it's really crazy. They're still in the thick of it over there. So, but here in DC, it was fine. So, all right, let's head in here. So, all right, now we are safe from. Oh, I already have. Oh, F. I don't need that. F. I made an extra breastplate that I don't need. Well, I'll wear it. And I have 2 fire protection 3s. I need leggers. So when I get the leggings, so I'm going to switch gears here. I'm good from the storm, don't worry about that. But I'm going to switch gears. The next thing that we need to do in order to get the set, I don't care if I have protection 3 or 4, but the set that we're going to use when we go to fight Penelope in the derp, we need leggings. So I need to go back and do that. But yeah, that's all for this. But I'm going to have the texture pack updated by the end of the weekend, by the Monday episode. But, all right, yeah, we can get out of here. No, it sounds really weird when you walk on pumpkins. That's odd. So, I had somebody talk about the sound level being a little bit low, and I appreciate that feedback. That's awesome. And I have turned things up a little bit. But, so I hope that you can hear stuff and things like me walking. Can you hear it? Just walking. But, yeah, so Sliptopia survived. No hurricane damage in Sliptopia. Everything's good. It's not even raining today, which is amazing. But I did find out a little bit more about how anvils work, and I hadn't really known this. And so I have made this. Silk Touch 1, Efficiency 5, Unbreaking 3, Sir Humphrey Davy, the Super Pick. Not to be trifled with. Do not mess with Sir Humphrey Davy. So now we have the Master Spoon, Efficiency 4, and I could actually make this into Efficiency 5. But what you can do now, and what I'm going to do, is now I only have to carry 1 pick with me. It is the best pick. I only need to carry the 1 best pick. I don't need to carry Fortune. I can always Silk Touch everything and then bring it back here. I have a lot of breastplates. What are these leggings? Projectile protection? Do we need that? I think we'll go for the superset just to have it. But I'll go, you know what? Let's do this, guys. Let's just get this over with. Let's go back and put some more of the wink wink orange pickles back in the orange pickle storage closet. Wink wink. If you don't know what I'm talking about, go watch the episode 100 special and click on the link that says go to the derp section. Wink wink. But we're gonna go back and put this into the orange pickle storage closet. But yeah, so you can combine things now with an anvil. You can combine you can combine enchantments. So this is going to be the set. This is what we're going to go with. And I think that's really kind of what we need. I might end up, I don't know what else I'm going to need. I got my sword. I got the bow that I want to use. I got it all. So pretty soon here, we're going to head off to the end. Whoa, that was really loud. I apologize. Let me close down Tweeter. So yeah, all right, we're good to go. But you can use an anvil to combine enchantments, and so it took me actually probably over, I had to get level like 36 like 4 times, I think it was. Because what I did is oh yeah? I don't have any arrows. That's right, B-I-A. So you can combine enchantments basically, and if you put a couple efficiency 4s together, you can make an efficiency 5. And then I put Soak Touch in it, and I put Unbreaking 3. So that's kind of like the only pick I'll ever need. You know what I mean? And now I need to grab some arrows. I have a power 4 punch 2 bow, and I'm gonna try to make a power 5 punch 2 flame 1. So I'll kind of have the best bow in the game. And I may have said it before, but I've never been super excited about an update for Minecraft until this one. This update is amazing. The anvils are so amazingly helpful. I'm really excited about that. But there was something that I wasn't excited about. So let's go ahead and go and see how villager trading's working. There have been some changes to the way villager trading works. Now, there's a cave over there. I gotta go look into that. Now villagers like and dislike you, so you have to be really careful in your villages. You can't kill villagers. Now, I'm killing them here with lava, so that's really not that big of a deal. Let me see what we got here for a trade. That trade sucks one. So you can go away. Oh yeah, that's right. I had some problems after I updated with lava destroying my my tracks. So this is 30 paper for 1 emerald. Let me see. Do I have any? No. Let's go ahead and make some paper right now so I can show you what's going on with this trade. I'll just go up here and grab some stuff. 30 paper is not a great trade, but I do want to kind of just show you what was going on. If you remember a couple of episodes in, I think, Derping Around or Derpy Derps or Derpery or something, one of the Derpy episodes, I had, that should be enough. I had showed you a villager trading machine. So I was going to add to Doc M's design by making a trading machine that would dispense an item over time through water streams on a timer that would basically allow you to easily trade right around 9 double chests worth of... how come you're halfway out? Back in there. So it would allow you to trade around 9 or 10 double chests worth of material. Can I get over? Oh, come on. Seriously, yo? Thank you. Did I just talk like Jesse from Breaking Bad? Come on, yo. And that was kind of my addition to Doc M's trader. You know, I think his trader's cool. What I was going to do is have the guys come down here, and then you could do your big, huge trade, and then kill them or whatever and recycle your cart. But now what happens, if I go ahead and trade with him, you should see after a second here, I hope this works before... See? He won't trade with me anymore. It just stops you from trading. If you put it back in, it doesn't put an X, It doesn't do anything. There's just no way. You just cannot trade. You're not allowed. So, and then he hasn't, there's no other trades available. There's nothing I can do. We're just done. It doesn't look like he evolves a trade. I don't see that. Oh, there we go. So now I can do 11 emeralds for a clock. Whoop-de-doo. So I'm really disappointed by this. I think the trading system's kind of it's a quasi-useless invention. It doesn't really do anything for you as a player. 11 emeralds for a clock is a terrible deal. No one would ever do that. Doesn't make any sense. Why is it a thing? So I am bitter. I'm not pleased. But I am going to do something a little bit different now. One of the things that I kind of had noticed. See, now you can't. He won't even show me the trade. And I'm not sure. I think that you can get them back. This happened to me before, and I'm going to let him sit for a minute. This happened to me before, and after a few minutes, I don't know if it was on the timer or if I actually had done the next trade with the previous villager. But what you'll have to do now is there really isn't a way that you can exploit the emerald system. You basically will just have to kill off your guy and do it over and over and over again. And, you know, that's not a bad thing. Like, it just means that it's more inconvenient. So, again, I don't pretend to understand the mind of Supperbone or Jobby or whatever. I know, Dinnerbone and Jib. I don't pretend to understand their mind, but I do think that less fun is a poor choice. That's just my opinion. Doesn't make sense. Just a fun game. Don't understand why you would decide to make less fun. But I don't pretend to understand the mind of the genii, of the geniuses that are out there. But I do want to say, and although I am a little bummed about the villager trading, I do have some ideas. I am going to still work on that. But I think that it's something that we can wait on now. Boy, are you guys loud and obnoxious. It kind of takes some of the pressure off me from doing that stuff anymore. I don't have to worry about it. I can worry about editing my texture pack and building some doors. And I think that's what we're going to kind of do. I don't know if I want to continue to work on that right now. I got some emeralds in here now. But I think I'm going to start working on some doors. And other than that, the next thing that we're going to do is start going on some adventures. Some stuff and things adventures. So I'll have the texture pack updated. Also, I had talked about tearing this down, and I think that I have an idea about what I'm going to do here. Not quite exactly sure what it will be, but pretty sure I have a pretty good idea what it's going to be. And yeah, so I'm excited to kind of put some more time into the game here. And get some stuff done. Now, the cool thing is, as I was AFKing and getting all that armor and working on Sir Humphrey Davy, I got, even though my texture's out of date here, I got 7 potatoes and 8 carrots. So I got all the stuff that I need to start making carrots and potatoes and start to get that going. And then also, because we don't have the trading machine anymore, we don't need this crap anymore. So this, the ugliest thing ever, can go away. And we don't need it. We don't need to have another one. It's not something that's needed anymore. And that frustrates me. But it's cool. It's cool. Okay. Not quite sure where you guys are coming from, but we're going to find out here in a second. Oh, yeah. Let's take a look here. Where's my BL level move to? All right, there's some. And we'll put some right here. But, yeah, a couple of things that I guess that frustrate me about this game recently, and especially with the quote-unquote updates, are that I don't understand why. I guess I'm just bitter about the trader thing, and that's fine. That's to me because I put a lot of work into it. So that, you know, I can say, that's just me being mean, being mad because my thing got broken. But the other thing that I think is very frustrating is I don't understand why this game has to be so auditorially offensive, I guess is the word. Everything in this game that makes a noise makes a very bothersome sound. So I don't really know why that is. Why does everything sound like really bothersome? Oh yeah? Really, buddy? What up, playa? Give me some eggs. Yeah, it just seems to be like there's a lot of stuff in Minecraft that sounds bad. Like it's just makes a bad noise. How many we got in there? Only like 30 something? I'm gonna have to come back here later. But like the new sounds are kind of louder. Thankfully they dialed back that EXP sound, but walking on gravel, I don't know. Like I'm gonna have to redesign my world just so that it doesn't sound terrible. Or like why not do a greater than less than? Like when there are more than 10 pigs, they only make the noise every 1/10 is the amount. It gets realistic, I guess. That's what well, it's kind of what a lot of cows and pigs would sound like. But yeah, so we're gonna have some pretty big adventures coming up here. I'm gonna work on some cool stuff over the weekend. I have a trailer for a new map that Stony Plays has built. If you want to see any previews of the map, you can kind of catch a glimpse of what it is over at Stony Plays channel. I'll put a link. I think I've linked him before, but if you're new, you may not have seen him. I'll put him in a link in the description for you. He's probably the most, I don't know how to say this. I don't know how to correctly categorize Stony. He is a beautiful creative builder. He's not necessarily a redstone technical guy. Oh yeah? Oh! Oh! You can't get away. I killed a baby chicken. Let's go. That was a fun distraction. He's not super redstone technical, but his builds are just like probably the most beautiful. The just, I don't know. He's got a thing. He's got a thing, and it's a magic thing. You should go check him out. So youtube.com/StonyPlays, and I'll put a link in the description. But he asked me to do a trailer for his game, for his map, and I'm really excited for the map to come out. Hopefully some really hopefully a lot of people get a lot of enjoyment out of it because it's a beautiful map, and I think it's really one of the best things I've ever seen built in Minecraft. I'm not Minecraft all-knowing, all-seeing, but from what I've seen, it's pretty unbelievable. Yeah, and I think that's going to be it for today, guys. I wanted to get something going. I'm a little bit behind just because I had stayed in D.C. We did lose power here, but only for one night. But I was working, and there was just a lot of stuff going on. And with a lot... What? With the loss of power, I wasn't able to get a lot of videos or get videos done. So I'm trying to get up to date. And let's go ahead and head up. Let's see if this is working. Fingers crossed. Feels good. Feels pretty good. Can we make it? And we're up. So, that's just unrealistic. That's so weird. Yeah, that's going to be it for today. We'll have some Borderlands out tomorrow. I'm not sure. I think I'm going to do a new Slender map on Sunday. And yeah, leave a comment. Tell me what you think about stuff and things. If you like the video, please hit the thumbs up button. If you want to, you are allowed to favorite it. Just a kind reminder. And I always appreciate when you guys do. And I hope that you have a great rest of your day. Ki.